Well, Mason Mount's contract proposal. It's ready. United have gone ahead to bring the proposal of Mason Mount to Man United, but Chelsea are really playing a hard ball. All these two stories being reported by Fabrizio Romano, and obviously we're going to come out and really analyze that in the next few minutes to come. Then Hurricane United are really feeling like it's going to be a hard one to do, and they've gone ahead to prepare a bid for Kolo Muani that has been longly awaited by Frankfurt, where he plays in for. And lastly, Rashford and Luke Shaw. The only Rashford, Luke Shaw have all arrived yesterday to join the English national team, where they're going to find themselves play some 2 games before they go for their holidays. I think Harry Maguire is also in the mix, but we've not yet gotten the footage of him arriving. But for Luke Shaw and Rashford, we are dead, and we are really having it here onto the United Matters channel. Rock and David is my name. Guys, congratulations. We hit 13,000 subscribers, and I would love to extend my gratitude to everyone who has gone ahead to really do the needful and obviously take us to the next level. And that has really shown us that you guys are always with us and are willing to throw in everything so to it that you take us to the next level. 13,000 subscribers is that we are having right now, and I know that we are going to hit 20,000 before the end of this month. And this is possible because today is 12th. We are left with 18 days to go. Lots of magic can happen. According to the stats and analytics, they show to it that you guys are really subscribing hugely and continue spreading the love. Now, right now, United is so much concentrating onto the deal of Mason Mount. And Fabrizio Romano first came up and we told us the following, that in the last 2-3 days, Man United confirmed to Mason Mount their intention to sign him. A contract proposal is ready, and they know he's prepared to say yes. They have told him to wait. Now, why have they told him to wait? The reason is here. United have sent text to Mason Mount confirming intention to insist in the next days. Personal terms not an issue as players keen on the move. Chelsea keep asking for 80 million euro fee. This is why deal was not progressing this week, but it's not over. That is Fabrizio Romano. Now, it's all about Chelsea playing hardball, but the contract is ready for Mason Mount, and the United have gone ahead to really prepare it, and they know personal terms and an issue, meaning that they know exactly what Mason Mount wants, and they've already gone ahead to talk to his entourage and representatives. They've come out and obviously told them exactly what they want, and they are willing to put it into action. That is all about Mason Mount contract proposal, and that's why Fabrizio always tells you that personal terms have not been agreed, but they are not a problem, because United knows exactly what Mason Mount wants. But the hinge in this deal is all about Chelsea. Chelsea have gone ahead to really put a very huge hurdle into the way of of Mount to Man United. And what is that? Them requesting for 80 million euros. That is close to 70 million pounds. And United are not willing to go mad and pay that amount of money. And there are very many midfielders that can really go for that good amount of money. 50, you can get decent central defensive midfielders, central attack midfielders, and the box-to-box midfielder. That is Mason Mount for you. But look at Mason Mount. He wants to come to Man United, but Chelsea are really playing hardball, and they are doing it all in the name of buying time for themselves to convince Mason Mount maybe he'll stay. But this is something that Mason Mount should come out and retell the board of Chelsea, that even if you make it hard for me to go to Man United, I'll sign a pre-agreement in January, because he just needs to be at Chelsea, because the season is starting on the 5th or 6th, I think the 5th of August. So September, October, November, December, January. He'll tell them, I'm just going to be here for 5 months. In January, I'm going to sign a pre-contract with Man United, and I'll go on a free. So you rather sell me for 50 million pounds or lose me on a free next season or next summer. And that is something that Chelsea will listen. And I think he just doesn't want to really affect his relationship with the board of Chelsea and the fans of Chelsea, because if he puts in a friend request, that will be a very huge betrayal from him to the fans of Chelsea. But it depends on how much he wants to come to Man United. If he really wants to come to Man United madly and believes that it's the only way that's going to really solve the situation, then he should go ahead and do this. Let him come out, tell Chelsea board, I'm not going to put pen to paper to your proposed contract. As I've gone ahead to not put pen to paper since November, December last year, I still stand on the same ground. That's my stance. So I think that's the only thing that Chelsea are really going to hear. But without that, I believe they have some thoughts that he will come in through and obviously change his mind. You know, I've seen Douglas Luiz towards the end of the summer transfer window of 2022. Arsenal went in for him and his departure was blocked. Then in January, he put pen to paper on a 4-year contract. So, as it stands, it brings out the real intention of Mason Greenwood, because United have gone ahead to show their intention. The contract proposal is ready. They are waiting for Mason Mount to give them green light, because if he doesn't give them green light, Chelsea will still hinge onto that 80 million euros or 70 million pounds. But for 70 million pounds, you rather get a Moise Caicedo, because Caicedo can do everything that Mount does, and even does that defensive role, to play into that defensive pivot if at all Casemiro is really injured or out. So let's wait and see how that's going to pan out. But it looks like Chelsea are playing hardball, but Mason Mount is wanting to come to Manchester United. The big question is he willing to push a move to come to Man United by telling the board that do X, do A to Z, I'm not going to put pen to paper. That's it. You rather sell me for 50 million pounds, or you lose me on a free next season. That is Mason Mount for you. And now let's go to the story of Harry Kane that is going to lead us to Kolo Muani. Now, Jonathan Northcote, Sunday Times football correspondent, and Gary Jacob, he's a sports reporter for the Times, have confirmed to us Man United are increasingly resigned to the prospect of being unable to sign Harry Kane. You know, United are resigning from signing Harry Kane because Tottenham is playing hardball and Harry Kane is not pushing. I've always told you that if Harry Kane wants to come to Man United, it's simple. He should just go ahead and really throw it into the face of Daniel Levy that I'm not going to sign a new contract. You either sell me now to Man United, or you lose me out on a free. You know, the same thing only to correspond with what I've told Mason Mount should be doing. Mount should come out and tell the club of Chelsea that I want out. And the same applies to Harry Kane. He should tell them that sell me to Man United, or I live on a free here. So that is what he should do. Now, with United resigning from the deal of Harry Kane, they are really charged to go ahead and obviously put the bid in for a certain French player, 24 years of age. That is Randall Kolo Muani, and Man United is getting hotter. The English club finally wants to make its long-awaited offer, but they also have to hurry. Muani is also on the list at Paris Saint-Germain. And for me, I'm not going to worry about PSG. Do you know why? The player dreams to come to the Premier League. Unless otherwise, United is not willing to go ahead and really meet the 80 million pound valuation that Eintracht Frankfurt value this French international. That's it. But if at all United is serious onto this and they're going to launch a bid for Kolo Muani, then I think even Bayern Munich cannot contend. Bayern Munich is wanting to sign Randall Kolo Muani, but speaking to, is it RMC, a source from France, Kolo Muani said, it's a dream for me to play in the Premier League. Insinuating that if there happens to be any chance for him to play, for him to go to Man United or any team in the Premier League to come out and really make a proposal to him, he will give them the positivity that they really deserve. And United is pushing for this player. Ten Hag is trying to talk to him. Rasmus Højlund in the mix, meaning that if you sign Kolo Muani at £80 million, that makes it possible for United to sign in even Rasmus Højlund at like £50 million. And I understand that Rasmus Højlund is going to be playing for Denmark in the it's called the Euro qualifiers. So him playing the Euro qualifiers is going to put him into a very huge spotlight, as he's going to find himself scoring goals for the team, because on the 16th, that is 16th is going to be what, not Friday? Yeah, Friday. Denmark is going to be playing against Northern Ireland. I think he's going to score. And Slovenia is going to host Denmark. In those two games, I fancy him to score. And if at all he wants to put himself in a situation of obviously coming in at Man United like Kolo Muani, he needs to put those balls at the back of the net. The same applies to Kolo Muani. He's going to be playing for France, right? He's going to be playing for France. And let me see who is France playing. France. What is France? France is playing Gibraltar on the 16th of June. Kolo Muani will go ahead and really score in that game. And then next, France will be playing on the 19th. Alright, France will be playing Greece on the 19th. So Kolo Muani, if he finds himself scoring goals in those two games, I think it will boost up his transfer, and maybe United will say, let's go in for this lad because he's firing in all cylinders on all fronts. So Kolo Muani, I have no doubt about his talent. He's tailor-made for the Premier League. His physicality is really one of those that you go ahead and really admire. His touch, he's talented. He is a tall lad that has gone ahead to really show us that he can do it at all levels. That is Kolo Muani. So United are preparing for their first offer for Kolo Muani, and they're willing to throw it in and see how Eintracht Frankfurt is going to react. That is what we call testing the waters. That's what United is all about. So let's wait and see how the striker situation is going to unfold in there at the club of Man United, because Ten Hag wants to see strikers to go ahead and really add them to Antoine Martial to make it 3 at Man United. Now let's go to the United players that really arrived at the England national team camp. That is Marcus Rashford arriving at the camp of England, and then Luke Shaw comes in through, obviously, to arrive also. So they've gone ahead to arrive as England prepares to play in its 2 games, and on 20th they'll be done and they'll jet off to their holiday season, meaning that they're going to rest from 21st up to 30th. Then they add some other 7 days or 14 days, because I think Ten Hag, all the players are going to take part into the international duty, is going to give them some 1 week to go ahead and rest, because they've not gone ahead to rest enough, as they've just gone ahead to rest for 1 week because the league ended. Is it 1 week? We last played on the 3rd, and here they come 9 days later reporting for duty. They're going to be there for 7 days. Then they'll find themselves in a situation of obviously moving off to their holiday. So guys, your thoughts on to Mount contract proposal ready, but Chelsea are really playing hardball. Do you think United should continue pushing for this deal to happen? And then United trying to pull out of the Harry Kane deal, and the money is being thrown to Kolo Muani at Eintracht Frankfurt. Are you okay with that? I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, may Allah see you through everything that you are in. I'm out.